New Zealand's world famous for quite a few things. In fact, 34 million things. At times, sheep have outnumbered humans 22 to 1. So it's no surprise that we're the world's #2 when it comes to wool production. Now, this yarn's a story about one of the pioneers of the industry, otherwise known as the Queen of Wool.
The Queen of Wool is Mary-Annette Hay, who as a young woman conquered a world of men, which was the New Zealand Wool Board at the time. Interviewed very well and got a very, very good job where she publicised New Zealand wool, which she was incredibly passionate about, and brought wool to the forefront of New Zealanders' minds during the late 1940s and 1950s. When she first got the job, in her office she found a wardrobe, and inside that wardrobe, I think it was 6 or 8, incredible couture garments which had been languishing there since they were sent to New Zealand, to the New Zealand Wool Board, by the London body, which was called the International Wool Secretariat. And she thought, aha, I can do two things at once. I can draw in the public with these gorgeous garments, these objects of desire, and teach New Zealanders as well about all the qualities and values of wool.
Mary-Annette was determined to change wool from a practical, boring old fabric used for bush shirts and blankets into something with a little bit more glamour. And in the 1940s and 50s, there was no better way to do that than to put on a show.
She created these wonderful productions that she scripted herself, and they formed little stories. She used each of these garments as a centre of a little story about wool. Mary-Annette was the director, so to speak, but these were the actors in her productions. These were the things that drew the public in. And she would often dress in one of the garments, and in fact this was one of her favourites, which is by a French designer, Pierre Balmain. This is by Hardy Amies, who was a very famous and well-known English couturier, and this is one of the garments that was in the wardrobe when she first got her job at the Wool Board. She would always show one of these in one of those narratives with New Zealand fashion as well. I think the thing about Mary-Annette is that she found something that lit her up and made her feel alive every day for nearly 10 years. And she knew everything, she still does, about wool.
These textiles are Te Papa's own reminder of a true Wonder Woman of wool. Mary-Annette was so into wool, she was quoted as saying, "I saw wool, I wore wool, I thought wool, and only wool."